In order to attract your desires in, you must let them go. I'm going to share an analogy with you so you can understand this a bit better. So imagine that someone has a crush on you and they're following you around and they're like, please go out with me. It'll be just so awesome if you went out with me. I'll spoil you. Just please go out with me. It'll be really cool. That energy is repelling. It makes you want to like get away from this person. Like, why are you so desperate? Why are you coming on so strong? Like, just back off. It's the same idea, or it's the same type of energy when you're desperately wanting your desires. It's repelling type energy, and so it's going to repel your desires away from you. So this is why letting go is the key, because it puts you in a different type of energy, a different vibrational frequency, and that energy is more magnetic and attractive, and so that's how you attract it in. And so in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 practical steps for letting go and detaching from your desires. So we need to understand, when you're attached to something, you're attached to your desires, you are making it too important. So attached equals too important. When you make something too important, you put it up on a pedestal. So this is a pedestal. This is you down here, and these are the desires up on the pedestal. It may be success, love, money, your dream home, whatever. When you make something too important and you're really attached to it, you've got it up on this pedestal. And when you put it up on a pedestal like that, you have vibrationally separated yourself from it, because you're down here and you've got it up here. And you can't attract things into your reality if you aren't a vibrational match. You have to be vibrating on the same frequency to attract it in. So when you've got it up here, you vibrationally separate yourself, you can't attract it in. And so when you're really wanting your desires, this is the scale of consciousness by Dr. David Hawkins from his book, Power versus Force. And here on the scale of consciousness, we have desire. Desire is a low frequency. So anything below courage on the scale of consciousness is a low frequency, and desire vibrates at 125. So when you are really wanting your desires, you're operating from this frequency, you're really wanting it, you're making it super important. That's the type of energy that is desperate energy that repels it and blocks it from coming in. So we have to stop operating from desire, because when you operate from that place, you're really, really wanting this thing, you're actually operating from lack, because you really want it because you lack it. When you operate from lack, you manifest more lack back into your reality. So this is why it's important that we let our desires go. We get out of this frequency, we stop making it important and stop putting it up on a pedestal, because that's what's stopping us from attracting it in. So the first tip I'm going to share with you for this is, it's like, firstly, you've got to know what you want. You've got to have that picture in the mind of what you're wanting, and the clearer the picture, the better, so the universe knows what you want. So write down to all the details, you figure out what it is you're wanting, and then you let go. And when you let go, that is you saying that you trust the universe, because that's important, is trusting the universe and trusting the process and trusting that it will come to you in divine timing. So the first step I'm going to share with you is being okay if it doesn't work out. When you're okay with it not working out, like maybe I won't get this thing, maybe this won't work out for me, maybe this isn't actually my path, you're not in a desperate, needy energy. You're in a carefree type energy. Like, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, cool. I'm good either way. It's more carefree and it's more attractive energy. And I'll share an example, one of my examples with you. So back in 2021, there was a job that I saw that was like the best job for me. It ticked all the boxes. So real quick, I'm a self-taught baker. I'm really good at cake decorating. The only reason I'm not pursuing it is because I broke my back and I've had to have a spinal fusion, so I get back pain too easily. So anyways, I saw this part-time job going in a bakery, and the hours were like perfect hours. It was like $2 above minimum wage was the starting rate. It was 5 minutes up the road. Like, it was ticking all the boxes. And what I had done is I had gone the old school way about it. I went in there with my CV, handed them my CV rather than applying online. And straight away I got an interview. So, because I'm aware of like energy dynamics and not being desperate and needy, I made sure that when I went into this interview, I went in with the vibrations of being okay if it doesn't work out. If I get it, cool. If I don't, cool. Rather than being like, this is such a cool job, it ticks all the boxes for me, I really, really want it. Because again, desperate, needy energy repels. So as I go into the interview, I put my faith and trust in the universe. I pretty much said to myself, if I'm supposed to be working here, I will. If I'm not supposed to be working here, I won't. And I just didn't make it important. I didn't have it up on a pedestal. I went in there with the carefree attitude and vibrations. I could tell I interviewed well. I could read the energy in the room, and I could tell that the dude liked me, right? Now, just a little bit of background about me as well before I finish this story is that this was the first job I applied for in 5 years. So because of my back situation, I hadn't bothered like looking for any part-time work. I had actually been more focusing on trying to build a baking business from home, which I realized I couldn't do because of my back. And so this was the first job I applied for in 5 years. I hadn't been employed in 5 years. And I interviewed well, I left, and straight away I got rung up and was told that the job was mine. And not only that, he didn't even ring my references. So again, first job I applied for in 5 years. He did not ring my references. Gave it to me straight away. Why? Because it's an energy game. I didn't go into the interview with this desperate, needy energy. So you got to learn to just be okay with it not working out. Because again, it puts you in the right vibrational frequency. You're not making it too important. You're not making it a big deal. You're not putting it on a pedestal. The second step that I'm going to share with you is loosen up and have more fun. When you're being really serious about manifesting your desires, like I really want this thing, you're all serious about it and it's got to work out a specific type of way. Again, that energy is really heavy, dense type energy that, again, repels. It's heavy, dense energy and there's no room for the universe to work its magic. When you're having more fun, and you're like more loose about it, that energy is really light, attractive, magnetic type energy. So that is the type of energy that will attract it in. So whatever it is you're wanting to achieve in your life, the manifestations you're working towards, the desires you're wanting to attract in, as you're working towards these things, just keep yourself in that loose, light energy. Just have more fun with it. Have fun with the process. Enjoy the process. And again, just put your trust and faith in the universe. Now, the third step is shift perspective. In order to let go, sometimes we just need a perspective shift. We need to look at it from a different angle, and then that way we can let it go. So, for example, let's say someone breaks up with you, and you have the perspective of, this is the only person for me, I'm never going to find anyone else, and then you're clung to this person and you can't let them go and you really want them back and you're in this desperate, needy energy, right? If you shift your perspective from, this is the only person for me, I'll never find anyone, to, well, this didn't work out with this person, but there is 8 billion people in the world and there's a high chance that I'm going to find someone that's more suited to me. That probably didn't work out because they probably weren't that suitable for me. And then it shifts your perspective. You realize that this opens doors and opportunities to meeting new people that could be better for you. Shift your perspective, you're able to let it go. Another example is, let's say you're wanting to manifest money and you're like in that energy and vibration of like, I don't have enough money, I can't afford these things, I just want more money. You shift your perspective from the wanting the money and how you can't afford things to, looking at what you do have. Like, well, I do have a roof over my head. I do have food in my cupboard, water to drink, I've got clothes to wear. I actually do have plenty. I don't really need money as much as I thought. So you see what I mean? You just shift your perspective and you change the way you look at things. And it was Dr. Wayne Dyer who said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So practice shifting your perspective, and that will help you to be able to let things go. And the last one, number 4, is simply making the choice to let it go. Consciously choosing with intention to let it go. So setting intentions is powerful. Your thoughts are a frequency. You set the intention, you're putting that thought and frequency out into the universe. I intend to let this thing go. Just like if I had this marker in my hand and I make the choice to open my hand and let it go. Make the choice, consciously choosing with intention to let it go. And it drops on the floor. No, but you get what I mean, right? When you set that intention, you're putting it out in the universe, right? I'm going to let this thing go. Then you're able to let it go and carry on with your life. So I hope you like this video, and I hope you got some sort of value out of it. And if you did, let me know by hitting the like button or write a comment. If you like this sort of content, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification. I'm going to link a video here that will teach you how to manifest your desires from the quantum field. This video is inspired by the teachings of Dr. Joe Dispenza, so I highly recommend watching that video. Have an awesome day. Peace.